boys. Go leg.
Rita, come here, look. Come here. Come here, girl.
What's up, Lois?
How are you?
How you doing?
Doing good. You ready for today?
If I'm not ready now, I'm never gonna be ready. All right? Just come stop by later.
All right.
Say hi. It's always nice seeing you.
Always nice seeing you.
We're ready for you.
Bro.
How you feeling?
How are you?
How do you feel?
I feel much better. The soreness is little. Thank you, Baba. Support. This is the beast right here.
Brother, wish you the best.
I really appreciate
Yes, sir,
you.
man. God bless you, brother. We
good?
support you 100%. How you
I'll
feeling?
be here. I'm feeling it.
You started what time?
11.
11?
Yeah.
Get it in, baby. Get it in. You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
it. Appreciate it.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you, Baba. I appreciate it.
Focus.
What? Say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera.
Have faith in you, man. You're gonna do it, bro.
I know your son's gonna come out later.
Oh yeah, he is, bro. God bless you, bro. Good man right here, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. It's gonna be a
I
good
know
one.
you. Remember, I know you.
You got this, brother. Alright? I'm with you. I can pull up, alright? Go for the champion. Super loose. Wow. Your brain might not be, but look at that. Look at that. And the shoes.
in. So, guys, come down to Signature Fitness. Give this guy some love. He's about to crush this world record. So, we'll see you guys soon.
Alrighty.
Here we go. Let's hear it for him. All right.
Come on.
6. Yeah.
Let's go.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Come on. Let's go, Edge. Let's go.
Let's fucking go!
Come on, Edge.
Go, Liz. Ready. 4, 5. Yeah, get up.
Are still on pace for everything you fucking trained for the last 1 year and 10 months. You understand me? So you're not gonna give up for the last 11 motherfucking hours. Because you didn't train 1 year and 10 months to fail or quit on 11 hours. You understand me? You're gonna be the hardest motherfucker anybody tries to kill. It's gonna come out right now. Bring this down to 6.2. And we're gonna keep going. That's it. You're not gonna quit. Understand? And we're just gonna rehab, hydrate, refuel. Rehab, hydrate, refuel. Fuck.
What's up, guys? My name is Lace Hussein. This is obviously a few days after the pull-up challenge. We did the pull-up challenge back in January 21st. This is a few days out, and I'm here just to talk about it briefly and kind of give you guys an overview on the preparation, the actual event, and how I'm feeling right now. This is actually my second time attempting the pull-up challenge. I attempted it back in 2019. I was able to get 2,400 reps at that time. And again, once again, a few days ago, we got 4,300 in 13 hours. Staying motivated throughout the year and change was probably the most the difficult part, because it's not just about being motivated physically, it's about being motivated mentally. A lot of the times I always went back and looked at a video from the 2019 event where I was telling the crowd about my injury. And every time I used to see that video, and when I was speaking to my nephews in that video, that really inspired me. And then I also go back to my childhood with the injury on my left hand, not being able to use my left hand the way other athletes were able to use it, not making a complete fist. So I had the biggest motivation. All I had to do was just look down and look at my left hand, and that was enough motivation to keep me remembering why I'm doing this. I was born in Bangladesh, and I suffered through malaria at an early age, which is the reason my left hand has this scar. The doctors in Bangladesh, they put the IV in the wrong place, and it really got a bad infection, and they let it happen for a few days, and the infection got so bad that they wanted to amputate the hand. But my mother, she didn't allow that, so she kind of snuck me out of the hospital. And then we came to the United States, and we got a skin graft done. My lower stomach has a long scar. The skin from my lower stomach is on my left hand. So this is actually my lower stomach, so I'm actually rubbing my lower stomach right now. So towards the entire process, the first few months, obviously, the first actually year, I kind of was just by myself on my own zone. And then I joined Signature Fitness, and I met a bunch of friends that are now like my brothers, and they always motivated me and they always pushed me. I'm not gonna sit here and say like I had a lot of people training with me, because nobody wants to be there for 10 hours doing pull-ups and arm curls. So the training part I kind of took on my own, but like the emotional and the moral support was a lot of my friends at Signature Fitness. My female best friend was always with me, checking up on me on the phone. Her name is Damaris. Huge shout out to her. Her sister was always helping me with the dog. So when it came to like people helping, it was more the moral, the mental support more than anything, because nobody's gonna watch you do pull-ups for 10 hours straight. The toughest part of this whole 24-hour event was more towards like the 1 a.m. when I just couldn't get that first rep. That first push was just such a hard pull. Such a hard pull that I got no rep. Probably the first, the 70 of those rounds, because I just couldn't get it. The bicep wasn't really a problem this time. It was more the forearm and the elbow. This forearm was literally just like pumped and tight. And I started getting all these little blood clots and these black and blues around the, I'm not a surgeon or anything, around the elbow part. And that's when the medical staff that was there was just saying, listen, this is your body just telling you to stop. That was kind of hard, because I felt good. Like my brain felt good. I was in good spirit. It's just that my body wouldn't just pull. And at that point, we started doing the math. It was like, okay, if you want to get this record, you got to do 7 every minute on the minute for the next 8 hours or so. And I just didn't have that in me. So we decided just to, save another day and just keep on, avoid any injuries.
Was this the most difficult thing you've ever attempted?
No, I'm not gonna say this is the most difficult thing I've attempted, because this was just pull-ups. I think just life in general, just my attempt in life is not just the physical part. It's a lot of emotional things that we go through. Coming from Bangladesh with a hand that's almost amputated, to be able to use my left hand and not being able to play sports, and people making comments on your hand, or my family not supporting me for anything I did, from my artwork to my career choices to leaving the house and just trying to build this mini empire as an artist or entrepreneur as an artist. I think that's the most difficult thing. pull-ups are fun. Doing 1,000 pull-ups are fun. Life could be a fucking pull-up. You know what I mean? And I came up with this quote. I said, when life brings you down, pull yourself up. And I could connect that with pull-ups. One thing I've learned while getting ready for this pull-up challenge in the year and 10 months that I've been doing this, and one thing I've learned about myself as a human and individual, I admire Kobe Bryant, Tupac, Biggie, Muhammad Ali, Jay-Z. I paint beautiful murals of them. And I always say to myself, what do all these guys have in common, right? Kobe, we know, Black Mamba. Tupac and Biggie, arguably the best rappers of all time, depending on what you prefer. Jay-Z is a fucking billionaire, right? Entrepreneur, Muhammad Ali. And one time I was dating someone, and I said to her, look at all these paintings here. Like, which one connects to me? You've been with me for 10 months. And she said to me, the Tupac and the Biggie. I'm sorry, Tupac and the Kobe Bryant. I said, why that? She goes, because you always tell me you want greatness. I always would tell her, I want to do something great. I want greatness. So I said, why Tupac? She goes, because Tupac has always been misunderstood. And I think I've been misunderstood a lot, especially in the last couple of years with my artwork and the way I carry myself probably. So after this pull-up challenge, even though we weren't successful, I started looking back. I said, holy shit. What just happened was great. And it didn't happen because greatness knocked on my door. Greatness is not going to knock on your door. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to say knock, knock, knock. I want you to be great. Come do these pull-ups. Knock, knock, knock. I want you to be great. So here's this camera equipment to be a great camera, a videographer, a photographer, right? Knock, knock, knock. I want you to be a great boxer. So here, I'm going to give you these gloves. You have to go look for greatness, right? You got to go chase greatness. Greatness is not going to come to you. When I decided to do these pull-up thing, Signature Fitness, Lou, Damaris, they didn't come to me, hey, let me help you. I knocked on their door and I said, listen, I want to do this. Do you want to be part of the team, right? And you got to chase it. You got to do the training. You got to do the dieting. When there's people having barbecues and they want to get drunk and get fucked up and you're sitting there and they're making fun of you, you can't even fall into that trap, right? Do you know how many times people in the gym said I was crazy? When they asked me, hey, how long you been here? And I said, I got here at 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. What the fuck are you doing here? And then they got little jokes. Maybe you're not married. Maybe you don't have no kids and this and this and that. But I always blocked that out. I said, some of these people, and this is no disrespect towards them, they don't get it. They don't get what it takes to be great, or to work towards something and sacrifice this time. And I would drop my dogs off at my friend's house and pick them up the next morning because I didn't want them to be alone for 18 hours, 15 hours, or whatever it is that I was out of the house. So the best advice I could tell anyone that's trying to achieve something, you have to go do it. You have to break it. You have to knock on greatness's door because it's not going to knock on your door. And the 4,500, 300 pull-ups that I did a few days ago, I'm not even proud of that because that's not the goal that I wanted. What I'm really proud of is the people that I was able to bring together. I was able to bring this friend, this friend, this friend, and that friend, and we all worked as a one unit. And that alone, I think, is a great accomplishment. And that's something that I came up with. That's something that I worked with and made happen. And meeting Coach AJ at the end was great because all these nitty-gritty stuff with the meal prepping and the food prepping, I wouldn't be able to get that on my own. The photography, videography stuff, meeting Lou at the gym. I used to see his Instagram page and I clicked on it. I'm like, man, I like his work. I seen him in the gym one day. We just locked eyes and I just went up to him. I said, hey man, this is what I'm about. He was excited. I want to work with people that are excited. I want to work with people that are very, when they think about it, their eyes light up. To the other members at the gym, other employees at the gym, they came on their day off to help me. They came on their day off to help me. That's Frida snoring, to help me. And, a lot of people don't sacrifice things to to be great, you know, because everyone's worried about now. What's going on social media? What are other people doing? Let me go look at what this person is doing versus make your own story. Let people watch your story, right? Because we all have a story. This is the story of, this is my book of life. The pull-up was just one page of my book of life. Every year is a chapter. You know, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do? What am I going to do moving forward? These are chapters in your life. And I tell people, like my nephew was here yesterday, and I told him, I said, listen, you got to be great. You just can't worry about what other people are doing, because guess what? There's a lot of, I always tell people, I'm not the most talented artist out there, but I'm probably the most hardest working artist. I've met people that are way more talented than me, but their work ethic wasn't there. So that's why they always ask me questions. Hey, how do you go about selling your artwork? You've been doing this for 13 years. I said, my work ethic. I wake up in the morning, I take the dogs out for 10 minutes, I come back home and I'm painting. I am painting, painting, painting. I got my cup of coffee and I'm going at it. And this is what people don't want to sacrifice. They just want to paint one photo. I'm talking about other artists, paint one painting and they want to relax for the next few hours. I'm going at it. My goal is to do about 500 to 600 paintings a year. That's my goal. And even if I don't reach that and I get 400, that's a pretty badass number. So I always say, aim high. If you fall short, you're still at a good place. So was the pull-up outcome what I wanted? No, obviously not. It sucks going to the gym now and having to talk to people, explain to people, blah, blah, blah. And of course, there's other haters out there that they're probably like, yeah, we knew he couldn't do it, but go tell them to come and do 4,000 pull-ups. Go tell them to get on that pull-up bar and see if they could do 310 and 20 minutes. You know what I mean? So you can never worry about what other people are going to say, because if you're doing something right, then you're definitely going to have haters. Kobe had a lot of haters. Tupac had haters. Jay-Z had haters. Muhammad Ali had haters, right? So if you ain't doing it right, then you ain't got haters. So we embrace that. Well, with that being said, am I going to try to do this record again? Right now, I'm not going to answer that question. I already had a few people ask me. I need to take some time to heal. My left hand is really banged up, sore everywhere. I'm just going to rest and heal and work on different goals in life, such as my art show. I'm gonna break the news. This is breaking news. So my next biggest thing I am gonna work for is, my goal is to climb Mount Kilimanjaro by the end of December, early January, depending on tickets. So now I'm gonna train my body, my conditioning, my lower body, my endurance, to be able to go to Southeast Africa, and climb Mount Kilimanjaro. So that's my next big thing I want to do. So I'm gonna work towards that. Art-wise, I have an art show coming up, 3 actually right now. My erotic art show, the Hoboken, Jersey City, and Hoboken and Jersey City. So that's that. So hopefully we'll work on some podcasts. I have a new outlet, a new excitement on this podcast that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to work with other local entrepreneurs that I could bring onto the show and they could talk about their passion. Because I think we forget about the everyday person that's following their passion, because we're so busy looking at what The Rock is doing, what, Conor McGregor is doing, and no disrespect towards them. They're great people to look up to, but let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to our neighborhood. Let's bring it back to our hood. Let's talk to the guy next door that has a CrossFit gym. Let's talk about the retired cop that he was on the police force for 40 years and he has these great stories. Let's talk to these people and let's give an outlook and some light on them. So that's my goal that I'm also working on. So hopefully with the right team and everything like that, we'll get that going. So that's all I got to say for now. I'm sure if I remember anything, I'll let you guys know. But from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you guys for just being a part of this journey, because we use social media sometimes and we get lost in it. But sometimes we see these beautiful stories of animals being rescued, to the homeless people being helped, to a crazy guy who almost lost his hand as a kid doing 4,500 pull-ups. So just want to thank you guys for that. And that being said, I am out. Guys, you can follow me on YouTube, Lace_art, LAYES_art. Same thing on Instagram, Lace_art. Follow my backup page, lace_artwork. That's because Instagram is always deleting my shit. TikTok totally banned me. I'm over that. And that's that. Hit me up on my email, info@laceart.com, for any questions regarding artwork, art shows, how to do a pull-up. So hit me up and I'll definitely get back to you guys.